This is Susan. Susan is creating a new course for a team in her organization. She met with the key stakeholders and the team members to create a list of requirements, a training needs analysis. Susan is looking for guidelines on best practices to design the learning activities. Susan, let me show you how Bloom's taxonomy can help you set up clear goals for all sides of the learning process, organize your learning outcomes, guide your design and facilitation of learning events, and align the assessment to the learning outcomes. The framework is organized in 6 steps, each named with an action verb to define the cognitive domain. That's the knowledge-based part. In parallel, we will look at the affective domain, that is emotional-based, and the psychomotor domain, that is action-based. This will help you structure the what, why, and the how of your course content and facilitation. It starts with remember. That is where learners receive the new information and add it to existing knowledge. It is the more passive of the whole process. It is the required basis of any learning. It connects to memory and recognition. Remembering is when memory is used to produce definitions, facts or lists, or to recite or retrieve information. Then we bring the team to understanding, where learners start making sense and organize their learning. At this point, learners are getting more active. They react to the learning. The mental, physical, and emotional processes start generating a response. Understanding is about constructing meaning from different types of function that can be oral, written, and graphical. Learners start applying their knowledge to carry out tasks or procedures. You can use guided response, where you organize practice through trial and errors, then repeat. This is the early stage to learn a complex skill. This stage can develop to mechanism, where we build muscle memory. This is the intermediate level of learning complex skills, resulting in confidence and proficiency. Applying refers to situations where the learned material is used in products, such as diagrams, models, interviews, simulations, and presentations. The learner analyzes the learning by looking at the individual components, how they relate to one another, and how it fits within a larger whole. The learners reach complex overt response. The skill acquired can be performed accurately, fast, effortlessly, in a coordinated manner. The learners start attaching a value to object, phenomenon, or pieces of information. Analyze is about breaking material into parts and then determining how the parts interrelate to each other, or an overall structure or purpose. By checking and critiquing, the learners will evaluate next to make judgments. The learned skill can be customized to fit new purpose. Learners organize in a schema the values, information, and ideas. They compare, relate, and elaborate on what was learned. Evaluation is about making judgments based on criteria and standards through checking and critiquing. Learners create a new pattern or structure by reorganizing elements. Learners use the skills learned to fit a new challenge, connect to the learning outcomes, emphasizing creativity. They build abstract knowledge. Creating is putting elements together to form a functional whole, reorganizing elements into a new structure or pattern by planning or producing. At this point, Susan, you have developed a training that brings learners from low order thinking skills to higher order thinking skills.